Yeah!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. I know that we usually cover Canadian politics here on the channel, but a lot of things we're talking about these days that tie into Canadian politics, especially when it comes to America, is Donald Trump and Elon Musk now going after recipients of money that should cover or at least unfold government waste with Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, we know that that's a troll through Elon Musk. But I have to say, I'm very pleasantly surprised and impressed at what they've uncovered recently. We're going to talk about that today, but also to shed some light on should this happen in Canada. We've already seen in Canada people pointing out the waste that's coming from the government in terms of millions of dollars being laundered out through potentially $500 million to gender studies around other countries of the world, much like the United States had found, in order to launder money. We've seen politicians whose net worths start out at low amounts of money and then end up in the millions. We've seen basically what's happening in the United States happening in Canada. So to shed some light today, I want to ask people, is this something we should be taking a look at in Canada? One of the funniest things that I've seen recently is this clip from Sean Hannity, as he sat down with Donald Trump and Elon Musk to talk about why Americans are losing their minds. We've seen U.S. statespeople saying, we don't know what they have on us, so we should be shutting this down. I mean, when the people who are stealing the money are telling you to stop the people from investigating the stealing, those are the people that are guilty. Every time, hands down. Let's take a listen to what's been said, because people are pushing for these two to start going to war with each other. Let's take a look.
You're both aware, you have to be keenly aware, that the media and the punditry class, not that, I think you've proven they have no power anymore, because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They threw everything, lawfare, weaponization.
Sure.
And
now it's important to note while that's going on that all of those people who have thrown that at Donald Trump over the years, keep in mind, this guy has been audited, this guy has been investigated, this guy has been indicted. He's had everything thrown to him. He's now suing these publications anytime they mess up. In fact, Elon Musk is now suing The View over the comments they made about him having his son in the Oval Office. They're not putting up with this. They're fighting back legally, which I like. It's not just Donald Trump giving them press anymore and saying, oh, these guys are bad, these people are terrible. He's actually going after them legally now to get them to shut their mouths. I'd love to see it. Let's continue.
now I see they want you two to start, they want a divorce. They want you two to start hating each other. And they try, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. They said, we have breaking news. Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I said,
isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? That they're now saying that Elon Musk, because he's been appointed by Donald Trump, that he's somehow weaseling his way into the Oval Office. I find it hilarious at best. I mean, look, they're even laughing it up.
It's just so obvious. They're so bad at it. I used to think they were good at it. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president. Because I think nobody in history has ever gotten more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Now, I know we've got the end of that video timing in on the screen there, but from TechChasm, but listen, it's important to note what is going on here, because Doge has done some amazing things. Again, when we relate this into Canada, take a look at what's being asked on X, again, Elon Musk's platform. Barack Obama's annual salary as president, $400,000. His net worth before office, $1.5 million. His net worth now, $135 million. Should Doge investigate? Absolutely. They should investigate anybody like this. In fact, people have said the same thing about Justin Trudeau. His net worth was around $9 million when he became prime minister. His net worth is now over $130 million, according to Forbes. A lot of people saying that that isn't true. I don't buy it for a second. Again, audit the guy. Just audit him. Give us the truth. And then we're good. We're solid. If anybody told me that I could work the next 8 years of my life and take my net worth and pump it up 10 times its value, I would take that job in a heartbeat. Keep in mind that Barack Obama's salary at $400,000 is the exact same as what Justin Trudeau's salary is going to be come April 1st. Of course you should audit. Here's the next one. Chelsea Clinton receives annually recurring funding from USAID, which I don't believe she gets anymore, allocated by the Obama and her foundation, which provides afternoon meals to children in Africa, India, and Bangladesh. However, as of today, the reported number of meals served stands at 11,886, implying an astonishing cost of $14.10 per meal. Sounds like money laundering to me. Her net worth is $70 million, husband's net worth $45 million, inheritance $52 million, USAID earning $3.9 million per year, real estate assets $25 million, monthly spending $100,000. She has 8 cars in her collection. She's accomplished nothing. Audit. Auditor. I mean, look down here with Elizabeth Warren. Doge is calling for an investigation into Elizabeth Warren's multi-million-dollar net worth. Again, we've seen journalists already hammering her hard about that while she's pushed back. Excerpt from Fox News. You'll never be able to make this make much sense. Democrats want to audit you for a $600 Venmo payment, but when Elon Musk audits the trillion-dollar government, they're ready to storm the castle. The government's been robbing us blind, says Jesse Waters. Doge is not controversial. Of course, I don't want to risk another copyright strike, so of course they've got the headline, "Get on board or get out." There's nothing wrong with auditing. If the government stands behind auditing its citizens, they should be open and transparent to audits as well. Elon Musk and Doge have discovered more than $394 million in Social Security recipients in the United States, despite the country having only 334 million citizens. A discrepancy of more than 60 million. You think you're seeing fraud? You've seen nothing yet. I mean, again, if this is accurate, isn't that insane? What's happening? Just in, Elon Musk's Doge has saved American taxpayers its first $100 billion of the Trump administration. It took 27 days. What do you guys think this is going to do if Canada does this? I think it's high time that if Pierre Poilievre wants to pick up the support that he's losing, or supposedly losing, to Mark Carney, I question the support that he's losing. Again, he said he wants to go toe-to-toe with Trump on the tariffs. I've said, just take a step back a little. Let's be rational. If Pierre were to talk about a Doge being installed in Canada with a separate third party, like an Elon Musk, many people have said start a Doge Canada with Kevin O'Leary. Sure, as long as they're not being paid off by somebody in the government, I'm all good for it. Maybe just get Elon to appoint some people. I don't know. Either way, I'm willing to see and bet that if Canada were to announce this, if Pierre Poilievre were to come out and say, we're going to come out with a form of Doge in Canada to audit the government, to find all this wasteful spending, to charge those who have been complicit in laundering money to jail, to expunge parliamentary privilege from those who have been stealing from us. Do you not think the majority of Canadians would get behind that? Do you not think that Canadians would be cheering for corruption to end within our government? I've said it a million times over on this platform. The government is a new form of the mafia. They're like the mob. They're laundering money all over the world. They're padding their pockets. They're boosting their portfolios, all so that they can work less than a decade, up to a decade for people like Justin Trudeau, and then run away with their bank accounts fully padded. When Canadians and Americans, you think things are grim in Canada, they were pretty grim in the United States before Donald Trump. But when both countries are having a hard time paying their bills, putting food on the table, turning on their lights, paying their mortgages, paying their basic bills, something needs to be done to end the corruption. Something needs to be done more than the government printing more money. I think this is the best solution. Let me know what you guys think. Does Canada need a Doge or a form of Doge? Who would you appoint to run that committee? Maybe start emailing your MPs, your conservative MPs, asking them, where's the announcement of something to this caliber? When are we going to see some form of a Doge in Canada? I'd love to hear people's answers. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If it's your first time here, I hope this video has earned your subscription. Make sure as you hit that button, you click your bell for notifications. Join me live here on the channel Wednesday night and Friday night for our 2 shows, Unhinged Fringe and Friday Night Fringe here on the channel. Every Friday night, I'm joined by the beautiful Mrs. Fringe as we talk about everything happening in politics, everything that's coming up in the week ahead, as well as back and forth on both streams within this wonderful community on YouTube, hearing what you guys have to say outside of making these videos. I look forward to hearing what you have to say this Wednesday and this Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, here on the channel, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.